Hello and welcome to our Words for Living live lesson on YouTube. For this one here, this is based or sort of around sort of phase 2 classes. However, if you are in a different class, you're very welcome to join us in this. So we are looking at definitions of words associated with rivers. Okay, so our topic is flow. As I'm sure many of you are aware now, and today we're looking a little bit at rivers, and we're also looking have been looking at the water cycle, and there will be some more activities to do with the water cycle coming up later on, but a significant part of the water cycle are actually rivers. I apologise if I keep looking down. It's because I've got lots and lots of control bits and pieces in front of me that I need to make sure are doing the right thing. So I'm going to bring our screen across again for you, and you can see that the learning objective for this session is that you can find definitions of key words associated with rivers and use this information to label a diagram. Now, like I say, this is sort of like an overview learning objective. This has been adapted, and all of the activities have been adapted to enable students to access this on lots of different levels, and I will run through each of those activities with you as well. But starting off with this one here, so you can see it says at the top, and this is a screen grab of the actual activity that is placed in some of your folders. So your task is to use a dictionary, book, or online. So it can be a dictionary, which is a paper book, or an online dictionary, or a website to find the definition of the following words. And using this information, complete the labels on the river diagram. Okay, so you can see that we have actually got some examples of some words here. So there's tributary, delta, source, bay, floodplain. Some of these words are actually a little bit more tricky sort of for you, but it will be it should be sort of fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring back up this one here a little bit closer. Now you can sort of see, so you could use a dictionary, and they are available, books are online, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually bring across and show you an example of an online dictionary here. So this is the Cambridge Dictionary. All I did was I just did a Google search for English dictionary. Now you need to be careful because there are some American English dictionaries out there as well, but the Cambridge Dictionary you should know. So what I'm going to do, if we go back just a moment to this, we have a little look at some of our words. I could have a look at, let's have a look at the word floodplain. Okay, so I will come back across for you. And what we are going to do, I'm going to be looking to one side because I'm looking on a different screen now. All I need to do is put our words in here for you, and if I press enter, and you can see that we have actually got the dictionary definition that has come up. I'm just going to quickly switch cameras across for you. So there you go. Right, okay, so an area of flat land, just going to adjust that slightly, near a river that is often flooded when the river becomes too full. Okay, so that one there is nice and easy, and you can tell that that is actually about a river. It even says in a definition that it is about a river. However, if I bring this back up again, you can see on our second page, and a couple on here as well. So we've got the word source, which you sort of think, okay. But we've actually got the word mouth. Okay, so what do we think could happen if I put the word mouth into my dictionary? Okay, so let's have a little look. So I'm just going to bring this across again. This time what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the word mouth in. Okay, and you can see that it has come up with a few definitions for us here. The opening in the face of a person or animal consisting of lips and the space between them, or the space behind containing the teeth and the tongue. So it's saying about this here being the mouth. Does that seem like it is to do with rivers? Doesn't really, does it? So what we could do is we can scan down the page a little bit more. To form words with lips, no. To say something in a way that is not sincere, no. Open a face, opening a hole or cave. Now if we go down further, we can see the mouth of a river is the place where it flows into the sea. And I can click on that one there to expand that slightly. Oh, no, I can't because it's asking me to sign in. You don't need to sign in to these websites, guys. You don't need to set up accounts on them. Okay, so is there a way I could make it easier? Maybe what I could do is I could do a more defined search. So I could put in river mouth. And let's see what happens here. So mouth of river. So this just goes to show you that actually sometimes it's not going to do it. Okay. Okay, so that one there, actually, do you know what? I'm going to leave this part in the video here because it shows you that it doesn't always work the way you want it to. So, you know, sometimes it can actually be a little bit frustrating. So there is another option because you notice that I actually said about online as well. And what I brought up here is I brought up a Google search and it is river mouth. Okay. And if we go in there and you can see on Google, it has actually worked. So the dictionary was a little bit too locked down and not really giving us the information that we wanted. And what it has done here is say a river mouth is a part of a river with the river debouches into another river, a lake, a reservoir, the sea, or an ocean. Okay, so there we go. We've also got a little search down here that we can do, and that comes up with a picture. The place where a river enters a lake, large river, or the ocean, it's called its mouth. That's a slightly nicer definition, isn't it? So what I could do is I can take this here. I can actually do a little copy and paste if I want to. And then what we could do is we could bring it across and you can either type it in to here, or we can do a like I have done here, a little copy and paste, and that will bring it into here. Okay, for some reason this is not wanting to work quite properly. Okay, but like I say, everything doesn't always go exactly the way you want it to. So that is your first step, is to look up the different definitions and actually put them into this document. Now you will see at the bottom I have put down this handy hint here. So don't forget the definitions are related to rivers. Be careful, some of these words can mean different things in different contexts. So when it's talking about your mouth and your face, that is a different context. So a river is one context, something to do with the mouth and your face is a different context. Okay, make sure you're recording the definitions related to rivers and not anything else. This is where we could get caught out if we're not careful. So we can see that we've then got this bit here where we could actually think, well, okay, which one of these am I going to put down? And I would actually say that this one here, going to make that just a little bit smaller. Okay, you could say is the mouth of the river, because actually what it has done is this is where it has come out, and it's come out into, in this case, a bay. Okay, and you can see, so we've already been able to start actually putting the labels into this, or onto this diagram, onto this sort of picture here. Diagram is another word for a picture of the river. Now there is lots and lots on here. All of the words that are in your first bit here are actually shown here as well. Some of it you might need to look a little bit closer at the picture to be able to complete, but it should be okay. So like I said, we have got slightly varied versions of this activity, and this is one here. For some others of you, we've got this really nice picture here. You can see it is all related to water still as well. So your challenge for this is to find out or to sort of actually show where some of these things are. So there are two sheets, one with the picture on it, and then there is a second sheet which has got your list of words. So for example, if I wanted to say, okay, well, I can see here that we've got the word cloud. Okay, just got to hope this is going the right way around. Yep. So I could do a little sort of draw over here to say, well, actually, this is where my cloud is coming from. Okay, that's it. Just do that slightly better. And then, oh, look, there are actually some more clouds up here as well, aren't there? So there's a different type of cloud. And different types of clouds is actually going to lead us into our afternoon piece of work, which is subject, and that is going to be looking at different types of clouds that are available as well. Now with this section here, there are some extra challenges for you. You might need someone to help you to sort of read some of those questions to you so that you can fully understand it, but I hope that this helps you out. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave you with this one here on the larger screen so you can sort of see that and go through some of the bits and pieces for you. And then, like I say, so the other piece of work is to have a little look at this, have a look at these words, find the definitions of them. You can always rewind this video if you need to, and then actually fill them out on the other section there. Anyway, I hope this has helped you. Remember, yet again, if you have got any questions, if you've got anything you're not quite sure about, you can put it into the chat section. We are going to be sort of quite busy doing little bits and pieces and preparing work for tomorrow, but I hope that, we will get around to checking comments on the class pages as well. And if you've got anything you want to ask us, anything you want to clarify, and we will be looking at setting up these Zoom sessions as well, so that you can actually have a little bit of face-to-face interaction with us. Okay, hope that helps. I'll just go back to our lovely picture here of the actually no, I'm going to show you the one of the diagram that we are wanting you to be able to fill out as our last bit before we go. Okay, thank you very much for joining us for this session. Hope the work goes well for you. Remember, you can find all of the relevant pieces of work in your class folders.